You already missed the sky, don't you? Out of Date says the time has come for you to reconcile with your past. Lupa Lupin is still staying in the camp where he was brought up. He hopes you'll find the answers you are looking for there. Even though darkness is a part of your nature, he suggests you try to keep your cool, as the best fighter is never angry. He'll point you in the right direction, but the rest is up to you. This part of the journey is one you'll have to do on your own. Lupa Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Out of Date hopes you'll find your way and the answers you were looking for once you're there. He knows he said it before, but the time has come to put an end to the Lupin's reign of terror. You should get over there. Come face to face with destiny. It's going to be you against the Lupin. No rules. He's happy to help. Says goodbye to you. You've been waiting a long time for this, and now it's finally...
Wherefore, where?
He's happy to help.
Wherefore, where?
You've been waiting a long...
Wherefore, where?
Wonders if you met Noko down by... The sky is as bright as it's going to be. Old brick-bracks like that, sometimes still full of good things. Lupa Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. History is nothing but a series of stories. Tread carefully here. This is Lupa Lupin's camp. Lupa Lupin says he's been looking forward to this moment. He wanted you to come here and see for yourself where it all started. He was so little when your mother and kin came here to put an end to his mother just because she was different, a hunter. That night, the hunter became the hunted, trapped with nowhere to run. He says your mother showed no mercy, only vengeance. He can see that you're not like your mother. There's something different about you. Maybe you would have made a better decision than she did, and let them be. They orphaned him, left him alone, an outcast and a freak. Lupa Lupin says he's been reliving the moment every night since then. He says your mother and her disciples started something that couldn't be undone. They created the monster he would become. He knew his time would come, and he was patient. So, when he got news about your birth, he knew how to get revenge that would last. That's why he spared you that night he raised the village when you were a child. He wanted you to suffer for life, like he had. He marked you for life, so he'd recognize you when you met again, and you'd eventually remember where you came from. His hunger grew insatiable over the years to come. He tried, but being vegetarian wasn't in his nature, and he couldn't go hungry. But he's never taken a life for the sake of appetite. It's always been about survival, and that our true self is being who we are. A deep look into nature will make you understand everything better, and that natural selection eliminates, and the strongest survive. Fate is for those too weak to determine their own destiny, and now the time has come for you to accept yours. It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right. Out of Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet. He appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's had urgent news from his friend Wiz in the northwest. He's unsure about your intentions, but hopes you'll support Wiz. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Wiz and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's hunch is real. The Merc Puff is up next. Out of Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done. Out of Date suggests that you should head northwest as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He's happy to help. Says that sometimes it's good. Time to get back to it. Shopperias like that used to have tons of things for sale, but most of it has gone missing over time. Complains it's impossible to keep anything safe now that the world... They found a stronk box once that might be able to stand up to even the Lupin's teeth. It was too heavy for them, but someone like you could carry it. Says it's a small, safe place to put things worth lots of green. Or green, that too. Says the stronk box isn't too far away. Just go grab that stronk box and haul it out of there. Too good to just leave it. Without you, it's just going to rust bust. were useful. Flex those smart muscles and open the hatch. That should be enough glow juice for two. Feels like it's time for a break. Gulp says he wants to take you with him on a super funny happy slide. Sharing is caring, and one drink for two is just right. Gulp says seeing your face is like seeing his own reflection at the bottom of a glass. It never gets old. He's been looking forward to a rendezvous, and it's on you to make it happen. There's even a chance the syrup is more intoxicating now from being aged in a radiated tanker. He's sure there are even more tanker trucks with radium syrup out there waiting to be emptied. Figures you could do that, but only Gulp knows which boozy ooze is safe.
Bam! The dark wins again. Right? Right? You're always going to stumble with the dark.
Don't doubt the dark.
It's okay if I curse the dark just this once, isn't it?
I'm just glad to be on the winning side. Yeah.
Gulp says drinking shouldn't keep you from thinking. He wonders what's on your mind. Gulp says he's still waiting for Crown. Gulp says drinking shouldn't keep you from... So, says you covered the important things. Gulp thanks you, says a drink or two won't do any harm. He refuses to drink alone. You're his friend now. Gulp says he just can't get enough of that crunky syrup. It's so refreshing. Don't you agree? He really appreciated that you shared a drink with him. You took a risk and deserve a reward. So he intends to keep the promise he gave you when you first met. He's got a few things, you see, that... claims to understand the alchemy of drinks. Lots to sample and savor. It's hard to understand the guzzle. Get rid of it. Shook on it. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad. Watch you flex. Under your own power now. Swing like you mean it. The Tree of Life still stands. Question is, for how long? The Domp outpost, shined up by the Myriad tribe. Let's see. There's the Sovereign who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his outpost to be invaded, but now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. He would have preferred if you could have solved this without violence. At least a peaceful solution has a chance, while a violent one never has. It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing the rival's second outpost. You've earned the privilege of wearing the tribe's colors. Thinks your foes will flee before you can reach them. Feels like it's time for a break. Believes the rot at the trunk of the Tree of Life has changed everything, even style. Most just dress in whatever rags they can find. Their pal Juju, though, makes clothes that'd make anyone look fabulous. Says there's no way you can miss him if you see him. Thinks that art like Juju's is even more vital when the world is winding down. You really could use some of that yourself. No reason to stalk the earth in ugly duds. Says you would be abso-fabulous. Wants to know why you haven't broke... So... Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right. Not sure if you're likable enough to be let in on it. Says you look trustworthy. Might as well tell. Feels bad you were abandoned as a... Shopkeeper. The doors here are always open for a potential customer. New toys to play with. It's good someone else can use your old stuff. Fair enough all around.
What's the matter
The vendor says you can browse his... It's harder for others to see you in the dark. See that broken boat over there? Looks like it still floats. Bruised. Smack! This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life.
God.
Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself.
Now you're getting into the dark groove.
That's not a groove, it's a rut.
And what's wrong with ruts? I love ruts.
Groove, rut, whatever, you can still escape it.
Escape it? No way. Enjoy it.
We're all heroes of our own stories, or so we hope. No more cool. Time to jet. The Mitomop outpost. The Myriad tribe meditated here long ago. Says they've been waiting for you. They're ready to bring death and destruction to the outpost. He says you'd better be. Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you destroy that, the moths should infest the place, looking for a new home. That's the idea. If everything works out as planned, the moths should cause a buzzing tumult. That's the moth nest, over there. Just get to it and destroy it. The simplest thing. All that exercise helps. Good thing you love to explore, even underground. Spin, swing, crack. Nice work. No more moth's nest. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort. Says they won't stand a chance against you. Move before it decides to have lunch. It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. This is the tribe's last stand. Conquer this fort and that'll be the last of the resistance. The tribe... He says you'd better be. The plan is to fling you over the wall with a sling lobber. However, he wants you to secure a hard hat first, should anything go wrong. Explains that it's a type of catapult that uses a long arm to propel a projectile, or in your case, a gutsy, hard-hatted head. Might be a good idea to hole up for a bit now it's getting dark. You need to hit them where it hurts. Inflict as much suffering as possible. You're the hammer on their nail. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. Feeling buff. It's darkest between the stars. That's a pyro sizzler right there. Nice crackle. Just get to work on it. Make it frizzle. The wire claw looks like it's strong enough to pull down a gate. But you just need to aim straight, shoot and pull, and the gate will come down. Anybody home? The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. He was hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. It would be fighting over nothing. He's seen you fight over and over again, and so far, nothing has changed for the better. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but you either stay true to the cause or not loyal at all. It's black and white. Ending him will make him forget the hard fate that has been put upon him. This punishment is justice for the unjust. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. One by one they'll fall, until everything is brought into subjection. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Your Sifu is pleased. Your help sealed victory and the destiny of the rival tribe. But he's still eager to seal the fate of the world. It's just a matter of time before the tree will fall. It's easier to wage war than to make peace, but it's harder to win a war. But if you're committed, you'll do whatever it takes. You've grown so much stronger than when you first met. And now, the tribe relies on your strength to take on the remaining rivals. He meant that everything that has happened to you has only made you stronger. It's the Myriad Boomerang. Don't forget the past. Learn from it.